is Gunter Servalo. Today I have a little code for you, and it is called target feedback. Now what this does is it will mark the impact point of whatever weapon that you're using. That could be a rifle, that could be a grenade, that could be a mortar round, that could be a missile, a rocket, a bomb, or an artillery shell. Alright, let me show you how this works. So basically what you have to do is you need to name whatever weapon that you're going to use. That could be the player character himself. If you're going to use the mortar to measure anything, then you have to name the mortar. If you can use the tank, you have to name the tank as well. What I did is I named the player character V1, I named the mortar V2, and I named the tank V3. Now what you also have to do is you have to name your target, and you can only have one target. You can, however, switch. There's a way to do it, and I'll show you that. What I did is I named that target downrange a T1, so that's our target. So whatever happens is around and for that target specifically. So here's what happens. If I shoot this target, you could see that there was a mark created at the base of the target. Ideally it's meant for vehicles, but either way I hit the target and it'll say target hit if you hit the target and how many meters away from that target it is. So if I shot to the left or the right of it, it'll say target hit even though I didn't actually hit the target. The range for a target hit is like 10 meters. I believe target missed. So what happens when you start missing the target, if you're above 10 meters from the target, then the icon or the marker starts changing color. So green is still considered close. If you go further out, it's still green. I believe it's 20. Yeah, it'll change to the next color, which is yellow, and then the next color should be orange. Yeah, you may have to go a little bit. It might be under. There we go. And then if you completely miss it, then it'll be red. So as you notice that the blue marker has disappeared, there is a 60-second timer on these markers, and you have a limit of 20 markers that you can create. So as soon as you start creating more, the ones that you previously shot or have will disappear. However, you can increase or decrease the amount of time for a marker. So if you wanted something to last for a minute, then you could do that. If you wanted something to last for 2 seconds, you can also do that. If you wanted to have more markers than more than 20, you could also do that, or you could have less. It's up to you. Now if we threw a grenade, for some reason that's, oh, there we go. Usually the first hit of the grenade creates a mark, but this time it didn't. So the impact point of this grenade round land is being measured based on how far away it is from that target. Now let's say if we use the rocket launcher and we shot the tank is closer to the target, so it's going to be green. Now we have in the code itself we have an array of 3 names. One is V1, one is V2, and one is V3. You can add more names for the shooters. Let's try the mortar. I'm gonna have to go to artillery computer, go right about here. So obviously it's not going to hit the target. Let's go to spectator and see where this guy impacts. So you can see this was close to the target. This mortar round might be around here somewhere. Or not. That's closer. So as you can see here, the center of the impact round of the mortar round landed right here. So a marker is created, and then of course the distance, and it says target missed, obviously because it didn't hit that. If it did hit that, it would be blue. Now if we use the tank, the icon, the marker is red. Nice, one shot. The marker is red because obviously I missed the target, because that is the target. I'm just going to restart this real quick. Alright, I'm going to show you how to create a new target. So basically what you do is you go in your debug console and you type in T1 equals cursor target semicolon. Now T1 is going to be the name of the target itself, but it doesn't have to be T1. It's whatever the name is that you defined in the code itself. So for our sake, we named it T1. So what you need to do is, there we go. So you can see the tank is the new target. Let's try the tank over there now. Debug console. There we go. And we just changed it. And you can see that we missed because that changed. So since we have the tank as V3 in the array as one of the gunners, the tank's round should register blue. Blue, so we hit it. Alright, nice. Alright, so I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to show you guys what this code looks like. Here we go. Alright, we are now on my desktop, and this is the little mission that I put together in VR. And basically what you have here is an init script, and I opened that already. So from the top we have all these codes, and if we scroll down to the bottom, we have the names of the vehicles or the characters that are shooting. So V1 was my player character, V2 was the mortar, V3 was the tank. Now if we scroll up, I'm going to show you where you can change the time. Marker gets deleted, and that would be right here. Little note here, it says change here how long mark should stay visible in seconds, 60 by default. So you can change this to whatever you want. And then same for the how many marks that you can create. So here we have while count RYD hit marks 20. Change here how many marks can be drawn simultaneously. Oldest beyond that limit will be deleted, 20 by default. So again, you could increase this number or lower the number. I want to give a shout out to Rydygier, because Rydygier wrote this code up. So this is not my code. This is my idea, and I went to Rydygier for an idea I had for something I was doing. And you've seen at the beginning of the video, and that's basically what I was practicing. I was dive bombing with a Stuka, and I wanted to measure how far away the bomb impact was, and Rydygier came up with this based on my idea. So I want to thank Rydygier again for his help in this. And for those of you who are interested in something like this or could find this useful, then great. I'll leave a link where you can download this little mission. It only requires IFA3. I'll have it in the description of the video, and on BI forums I'll have a link to that. I'll have a little thread that I'll post with this code in there, so you can make your own if you want. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.